Today, we're kicking things off with a coin that might seem small at first glance, but its story and subtle intricacies are anything but ordinary. You may have tucked a dime away in your pocket countless times, yet the 1965 U.S. One dime holds secrets that reveal a pivotal moment in American numismatic history. Imagine holding a piece of metal that not only represents a transition in minting technology but also encapsulates the economic and cultural shifts of its time. This isn't just any dime, it's a relic from a year when the U.S. Mint was reinventing itself, and that transformation is what makes this coin so captivating for collectors and history buffs alike. Back in 1965, America was riding a wave of change. The country was emerging from post-war adjustments, and the U.S. Mint was under pressure to modernize its coinage. For decades, dimes had been minted in silver, a tradition that symbolized both prestige and stability. However, rising silver prices and shifting economic conditions meant that continuing the silver era was no longer practical. Enter the clad coinage system. The 1965 dime was among the first to be struck using a new, cost-effective composition, a core of pure copper enveloped by layers of cupronickel. This change not only ensured a more sustainable production but also introduced a subtle difference in appearance and feel. For collectors, this transitional coin is a tangible marker of a time when practicality met innovation, offering a fascinating glimpse into the evolution of U.S. currency. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 1965 dime is the way it encapsulates that era's spirit. The design itself, featuring the revered profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, is rendered with a precision that hints at the meticulous care the mint put into each strike. Look closely, and you'll notice that Roosevelt's features, his determined eyes, the gentle curve of his jaw, are balanced by the equally symbolic reverse. There, the torch flanked by an oak branch and an olive branch speaks of liberty and peace. It's a design that transcends mere currency. It's a small piece of art that carries with it the weight of history. And while the majority of 1965 dimes might pass unnoticed in everyday transactions, a select few exhibit extraordinary traits, a sharper strike, or even a subtle doubling of the date, that set them apart as true rarities. These little quirks, often arising from the mint's experimental phase with the new clad process, have sparked intense interest among seasoned collectors. When it comes to market value, the 1965 dime offers an intriguing study in contrasts. In general circulation, these coins are quite common, and a well-preserved example in mint state condition might fetch anywhere from $15 to $30 at auction. However, for those few dimes that display unique minting errors, say, an exceptionally crisp strike or the elusive double date, the numbers tell a different story. Over the past few years, auction houses have seen these anomalous specimens command prices upward of $150, sometimes even more in competitive bidding environments. It's a clear reminder that in the world of coin collecting, condition and rarity are paramount. A dime that has journeyed through circulation with visible wear might only serve as a nostalgic memento, while its untouched, mint state counterpart can be a prized investment piece. For collectors in the know, these condition-based value variations are what make the hunt so thrilling. Each coin is a potential treasure trove waiting to be discovered. There's also a rich tapestry of personal stories woven around the 1965 dime. I remember hearing about a retired postal worker who, for years, had casually collected spare change without ever expecting a windfall. One day, while cleaning out an old drawer, he discovered a handful of 1965 dimes that appeared to be in remarkably pristine condition. Upon further inspection by a local coin expert, it turned out that one of these dimes was from a production run marred by a minor, but highly sought after, minting error. The discovery turned what had been a modest collection into a conversation piece at coin shows and online collector forums. Such tales remind us that history isn't just found in museums, it's sometimes hidden in the most unassuming places, waiting for someone with a keen eye and a passion for the past to unearth its secrets. Diving a bit deeper into the technical side of things, the 1965 dime's composition plays a crucial role in its story. The transition from a silver-based alloy to a clad structure was a technological leap. The coin's core of pure copper, sandwiched between layers of cupronickel, not only reduced production costs but also affected the coin's appearance and durability. This new composition resulted in coins that, while similar in overall design to their silver predecessors, possess a distinct luster and heft that many collectors find appealing. The mint, in its early days of experimenting with clad coinage, occasionally encountered small production anomalies. These slight imperfections, whether an off-center strike or a barely noticeable doubling of the date, are exactly what collectors seek out. They serve as reminders of a transitional period in minting technology and add a layer of complexity and intrigue to an otherwise straightforward coin. For enthusiasts who pay close attention to mint marks, the 1965 dime offers another layer of collectible value. Depending on where the coin was struck, be it Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, the mint mark can subtly influence its desirability. A coin with a P mint mark, for example, is often highly prized among collectors who specialize in mint mark variations. These details, although seemingly minor, can lead to significant differences in market value and historical interest. It's a testament to the idea that every little detail matters in the realm of coin collecting. Each mint mark is a story in itself, a hint at the coin's journey from the bustling floors of the U.S. Mint to the hands of collectors who appreciate its legacy. Beyond the technicalities and market figures, what truly makes the 1965 dime a standout is its ability to spark conversations and kindle passions. Every time a coin like this surfaces at a collector's meeting or in a casual chat among friends, it often leads to animated discussions about the era it represents. Some collectors recall the excitement of discovering a nearly flawless 1965 dime tucked away in an old coin bag, while others reminisce about auctions where such coins sparked fierce bidding wars. There's a communal joy in sharing these experiences, a reminder that, while coins are tangible pieces of metal, they also embody memories, aspirations, and a shared passion for history. In the end, the 1965 U.S. One dime is far more than a simple unit of currency. It's a symbol of transition, a coin that bridges two distinct eras of American minting history. Whether you're drawn to its historical background, its subtle design intricacies, or the thrill of hunting down a rare minting error, this dime offers something for every serious collector. It reminds us that even the smallest objects can carry immense stories and that every coin, regardless of its face value, holds a legacy that transcends time. As we reflect on the journey of this unassuming piece of metal, we're invited to look at the world of coin collecting through a new lens, one where every detail counts and every discovery adds a new chapter to a story that continues to evolve with each passing year. In the quiet hum of machinery and the subtle clinks of coins rolling off the minting lines, 1983 emerged as a seemingly ordinary year in the life of the U.S. Mint. Amid the routine precision of metal struck to coin, a single dime emerged as an anomaly destined to be remembered. Born from the same rigorous standards that had defined decades of American coinage, this particular dime was produced during a period of transition when technological advances were reshaping production methods. As the mint's presses worked tirelessly, momentary lapse, a misalignment of the dies, created a doubled impression that few noticed at first, an error that would ripple quietly into numismatic lore. The coin was crafted with care and attention to detail, its design echoing a proud history of American currency. Yet on that fateful day, as new systems were integrated into the production line, the intricate dance between man and machine faltered ever so slightly. The error was not a deliberate act of defiance against perfection but rather an unintended byproduct of progress, a subtle blip in an otherwise flawless routine. It was in this unassuming imperfection that the coin's future as a coveted rarity was quietly set in motion. Deep in a dusty attic, amid boxes of forgotten memorabilia, one collector made a discovery that would transform an ordinary day into an extraordinary chapter of their life. Sifting through a bag of coins purchased at a modest estate sale, the collector's trained eye caught a glimpse of something unusual. There, nestled among countless routine pieces, was a dime whose design bore a mysterious double imprint, a spectral echo of the intended image that immediately defied convention. The realization that this coin might be an error sent a jolt of excitement through them, as if the coin had been whispering secrets of a long-lost story waiting to be told. Holding the coin delicately between calloused fingertips, the collector marveled at the way the doubling effect lent the design an ethereal quality, as if two moments in time had been captured simultaneously. The familiar features of the coin, its proud portrait and carefully detailed lettering, now bore a curious twist that set it apart from every other dime produced that year. The discovery was not merely a chance encounter with an imperfection, it was the beginning of an unfolding narrative that would soon captivate a worldwide community of enthusiasts. Each minuscule detail, from the ghostly overlay on the obverse to the barely perceptible ripple along its rim, spoke of a hidden history that defied the expected norms of minting. As days blended into nights filled with relentless research, the coin's story began to acquire a momentum all its own. Initially dismissed as a trivial flaw, the error slowly captured the attention of seasoned collectors and experts. Online forums buzzed with discussions, and specialized numismatic journals began to document its peculiar characteristics. Whispers of similar errors on coins from that era gradually coalesced into a broader narrative, suggesting that this dime was not an isolated mistake but part of a larger phenomenon born of a hectic production period. The transformation of the coin's identity, from common circulation to a beacon of rarity, was marked by the steady accumulation of intrigue and the incremental surge in its value. The coin's journey from overlooked artifact to prized collectible was as much about human emotion as it was about technical anomaly. Every new piece of evidence, every microscopic measurement that confirmed the doubling effect, added layers of meaning to its existence. Experts debated whether the error was a singular mechanical hiccup or the result of a cascade of small oversights during an especially busy minting day. Each theory only deepened the enigma, urging the collector and their peers to look beyond the surface of a simple misprint. What had started as an unnoticed mistake was evolving into a symbol of the unpredictable intersection between human endeavor and mechanical precision. In the midst of this evolving saga, the physical manifestation of the error demanded its own attention. The doubling effect was subtle yet undeniable, a faint, doubled impression that lent the coin a ghostly quality. The normally consistent rim now exhibited an almost imperceptible ripple, a tiny aberration that underscored the imperfection. Under magnification, the coin revealed its hidden complexity, a layered design where the primary image was overlaid with an echo that blurred the boundaries of perfection. This wasn't a flaw that marred the coin's beauty, instead, it imbued the piece with an enigmatic allure, a silent testament to the idea that even in mass production, chance could create art. Amid late-night sessions of meticulous research, the collector discovered a trove of online correspondence and archived mint records that hinted at the error's origins. In one dusty document, a former mint worker recounted the hectic pace of production in the final days of a particularly busy run. A brief miscommunication had led to a temporary lapse in quality control, a human error that, in hindsight, seemed almost poetic in its imperfection. This revelation transformed the narrative. The error was no longer a mere accident, it was a reflection of a moment in time when even the most disciplined processes could falter. The coin became a living reminder that behind every flawless piece of machinery lay a human element capable of unpredictability. As more collectors began to take notice, the value of the dime began to climb incrementally. Auctions that once featured the coin as mundane circulating change now showcased it as a rare gem, a tangible piece of history that had defied the odds. In hushed discussions at coin shows and online forums, enthusiasts speculated on the coin's worth, its value buoyed not only by its rarity but by the profound story embedded within its flawed design. Each new auction result, each estimated bid, hinted at a value that grew with every retelling of its origin, a value that was as much emotional as it was monetary. The coin's evolution was a slow burn of anticipation, leaving the final impact shrouded in suspense until the very end. Late into this unfolding drama, the collector found themselves drawn into a global dialogue with fellow enthusiasts. In online groups and specialized newsletters, anecdotes of near-miss discoveries and serendipitous moments created a tapestry of shared experience. One such account described a similar error on another 1983 dime, igniting a debate over whether these anomalies were isolated events or part of a broader pattern during that transitional period at the mint. Each new clue added nuance to the narrative, turning what had once been seen as a mere production mishap into a phenomenon that challenged long-held assumptions about perfection and value. It was during one of these late-night research sessions that an unexpected twist emerged. Deep within archived mint logs, the collector uncovered a faded note written by a veteran employee, a candid admission that during a particularly frenzied shift, standard procedures had momentarily given way to chaos. The note, filled with regret and wistfulness, hinted at the possibility that the error was not a random fluke but the inevitable consequence of a system stretched to its limits. This revelation shifted the entire narrative, painting the coin as both a victim and a testament to human fallibility. It was an error born of passion, fatigue, and the relentless drive to innovate, a singular moment where the pursuit of progress left an indelible mark. In the quiet hours of the night, as the collector meticulously catalogued every detail of the coin, the faint, doubled imprint, the subtle ridge along its perimeter, and the elusive shadow of a design element, the room seemed to pulse with the weight of untold stories. Each minute detail was a reminder that perfection is often an illusion and that beauty sometimes emerges from the unlikeliest of mistakes. The coin's narrative was one of gradual transformation, where an everyday piece of currency ascended to a status that defied its original purpose. Its worth, measured not solely in dollars but in the intangible value of history and mystery, became a testament to the unpredictable ways in which errors could craft a legacy. In the midst of this journey, the coin's path intersected with that of a renowned historian specializing in American minting lore. Over a series of earnest conversations and shared archival documents, the historian recounted tales of past minting errors, stories that resonated deeply with the current saga. The dialogue revealed that the 1983 dime error was not an isolated incident but part of a continuum, where moments of imperfection underscored the delicate balance between mechanical precision and human oversight. Each discussion, rich with personal anecdotes and scholarly insight, deepened the mystery and added new layers to the coin's legacy. What had begun as an unnoticed anomaly had grown into a living emblem of the unpredictable interplay between chance and craft. The coin was now more than a numismatic curiosity, it was a symbol of the inherent beauty found in imperfection, a narrative that continued to unfold with each new discovery and each whispered recollection. Every retelling of its story, whether in quiet personal reflections or heated debates at international coin shows, invited those who listened to reconsider what truly defined value in an object born of human hands and relentless machinery. In this continuous interplay of history, chance, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge, the 1983 U.S. one dime error carved out a unique niche within the annals of coin collecting.